All right, it's on. Here we go. Here we go. Welcome, everyone. Hot Facts with Robert Reese. Got another good live stream. Okay. Got another good live stream. For those of you who don't know, I am the official news channel of the gig economy. Okay. The official news channel of the gig economy. And let me make sure everything is clear here. Let me do this. This. Let's clear all that out there. Let's get this going here. Let me see about this. Should I close out any tabs? Let me see. Do I got random tabs open? Because that will slow this down. Let me see. Nope, I'm good. I am good. Please, people, hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Now, before I get into this story has to do with a local delivery driver in my region, in my zone. If you are on Uber Eats and Uber, when you go sign up, it has Palm Springs. This is our territory here, and it's broken up into separate zones there. So this story is from a driver who's in my zone. On DoorDash, it's similar, breaks down, you can end up all over the place. Now, before I did get started with this, I wanted to make sure I had approval. Um, because being a grown man and running your own channel, your own news channel, you cannot do certain things with certain people uh if one person doesn't like that person. And I'm talking about Roy. I'm sick and tired, people. Quit writing me and leaving weird comments on my channel. You really upset Roy. No, I did not upset Roy. Stop that. When everyone thought the interview was not going to happen, Roy went on and spoke his mind. And he was offended because I was going to do an interview with Torp. I don't care who you are. I do interviews with whoever I want. And especially if no one's allowed someone to get it out. I can do that. So quit writing me these stupid things. You upset Roy. I don't care. I'm a grown-ass man. I can interview whoever I want to. Okay? Get that through your head. Now get this through your head also. I showed the video to random people on the street, and they said out of their own mouths that was a nice interview. I did not even tell them I was going to make them watch an interview. They said, dang, you did that interview? If a random person on the street can see it's an interview, all of your eyes are jacked up. Please stop it. Quit writing me. You upset Roy and everybody else just because you asked someone some questions. Please stop that. Please stop it. We all know we had Mother's Day yesterday. You didn't see anyone from Team Hot Facts do a live or anything. I put up a video last night when I got that tip, the cash tip and the free gas. I did that, but it was Mother's Day. It was Mother's Day. I go and watch Roy's Mother's Day thing. He got Flex up there talking about what if someone just goes on and asks you a question about some stuff, like, and then they try to say $170 for this and that. Like it's true. It is true. Flex put it up himself on his own community post. I made a short about it. Light Noah is there. Then he makes a joke. It's only for people that have a lot of money. You can do that all you want. What you put up was still the 170, and it said what it was for. So when you said, what if someone goes ahead and asks a question and you're like, what the hell? It's not what the hell. It's out there. You put it out there, Flex. Then you say jealousy. Jealous of what? Your channel has not moved in 4 years, Flex. And this is crazy. Now, these guys did this on Mother's Day. They did it on Mother's Day, which means they have no life. Flex don't have a girlfriend, a kid, and if he has a mom, he don't care about her because he did not go to his mom's house unless he lives with his mom, and go share and eat dinner. He didn't do all that. He didn't do any of that. Flex don't have kids, a girlfriend, fiance, wife, or anything. All these holidays that come up about regular people, he knows nothing about. So you guys got to stop listening to all that nonsense. Roy said he waited till later on. Everyone's going to be going to the same Denny's and IHOP because they're unoriginal. Everyone's going to do the same thing. Well, Roy, I'm pretty sure you know how to cook, right? What's up, Ricky Knight? Roy, I'm pretty sure you know how to cook. You could have made some stuff at home and made a real bomb and not have been the same as everybody else. I'm just saying. Then he says, hey, Robert Reese is going to go out there and say some stuff like this. And you guys are really, it's crazy. You guys are really mad that a grown man asked another grown man questions that no other grown men were able to ask because they screwed it all up. And I don't need permission. So everyone that keeps writing me and saying, you upset Roy. I don't care. Roy upsets the most people talking shit to your face, and you guys all accept it. Saying, Roy, all you do is talk shit and all this other stuff. And he upsets everyone, right? Okay. Me asking another man questions should not upset anyone. What it should do is say, hey, maybe we should have asked those questions. Ricky Knight, the resignation via video is not there on the live stream anymore. He took it down. I'm not talking about him. First of all, we never even had nothing in contract. He wanted to do that. Whenever Flex and them said something, I was the first person to know. Since he resigned, I was the first person to know. He told me. Okay. Now, second of all, he resigned because he said, and this was on the live before the actual interview. You heard what he said to me and everything else like that. You stabbed me in the back. I stabbed you in the back by conducting an interview. Roy said he supports everyone in the gig world. Roy said, I support everyone. Well, if you support everyone, why are you not supporting someone, asking someone questions that you guys tried to ask but cut him off? Why are you mad because someone really asked the questions and actually gave the guy the respect to go ahead and answer him? Why are you upset about that? So before I was going to do this news today, I said, should I go ahead and get approval from Roy in the lounge before I do some news? No, I don't have to, and I don't need to. And check this out. I'll bring up Sam Lee again. When they said Sam Lee does all this weird stuff and beats people and talks about all this stuff, bam, I interviewed him, right? Ricky Knight, you're saying if he has a panel, will you jump on? First of all, it's Mother's Day. I'm not doing that. That's weird as hell all the way. Why would I spend Mother's Day talking about some nonsense? Now, Ricky Knight, since you are here and you are passing messages from me to Roy, you're sitting on the fence. I don't care what fence you're sitting on. I saw it on Flex's live when he was watching me and showing my live. When I put the link up, when Roy said it's all a bashing thing, I'm out of here. When I put the link up when the interview was done for questions for me and Torp, both of us up there, he did not click the link. Chances are If they're both up there, I'm going to ask a question and someone may not want to answer it. My live I did the next day, Ricky Knight, I said people are afraid to click the link. And he said, I'm here. I'm not afraid. I said, Roy, you're not afraid. You click links. But I did have a link up there for that one. And TFT is the only one that clicked on it. I'm just saying. And TFT got on there and explained what an interview is. I got a question for the rest of you guys. If there's a reporter out there who hates the political views of whoever's running for president, you guys are pretty much saying that that person is not allowed to ask questions to that person that's running to be in office. I'm not running to be in office. I'm just asking questions. And I got the answers. All of you got the answers. A lot of you got the answers and you didn't want to hear those answers. That's not my fault. The biggest one that got you guys all twisted up was when I told him, tell me what was going through your mind while you were going through all of that. That was the one that got you guys, because that question allowed him to express himself. You guys were mad at that. You allowed him to express himself. Yeah, I don't need, and you upset Roy because Roy don't like him. So what? So what? And Flex gets up there yesterday talking all that stuff. Flex, all you do is this. You wouldn't even comprehend the questions that I would ask you. You would not even comprehend the questions. Let's just go ahead and keep that real. You would not comprehend the questions. Ricky Knight, the Mother's Day stream yesterday, I watched it right before I went live here. I was brought up on Mother's Day. I was brought up on Mother's Day. I am no one's mother. I am no one's mother. I'm a guy. Look, I'm a guy. I am no one's mother. No one's mother, man. I am no one's mother. When Father's Day come, you can talk about Reese on Father's Day. I'm a man. Don't do it on Mother's Day, because I'm not even going to go on. I didn't even do a live or anything. My son in the cemetery that's passed away, that was my wife's real Mother's Day gift. That was my wife's real Mother's Day gift. How many of you lost a son and have to bury him and have to go to a cemetery on certain days? How many of you do that? How many of you do that? Let's keep this real now. How many of you do that? I'm married. I got a wife. My son that passed away, guess what? My wife, she's the mother. So why would my Mother's Day have to be spent with you guys? First of all, everything that I bring up is factual and actual. So arguing with yourselves about stuff that I bring up that's true is baloney, it's hogwash. And baloney is spelled Bologna, so you know it's fake. Why would I do that? And why are you bringing up my name for stupid ass reasons? I got people literally in the comment sections writing me saying, you upset Roy. Why do you want to upset everyone and cause problems with everyone? I'm not doing that. I'm being me. And obviously being me and being true to myself has my channel way better than all of you guys's. Way better. I did put up a short on Mother's Day with my daughter getting her face painted. And on top of that, the person that was there doing it in the park gave out the cards, doing it for free. Melanie's Painted Faces, professional face painter, 951-999-0618. Happiness is in the art. You can find her at Melanie. It says Melanie's Painted Faces at gmail.com. She spent her time doing that at the park on Mother's Day. My daughter got her face painted. It looked real nice. If you like that and you live in this area, go ahead and check her out. She does the face paintings for the kids. And she did it all for free on Mother's Day. I was doing Mother's Day like that. The same reason you bring up other people for stupid reasons. I never brought up someone for a stupid reason, Roy. I'm asking questions that were never asked to the guy that he was never able to answer. Guess what? If I can think of questions that nobody else has asked, why can't I do it? And why are you butthurt because I interviewed Torp? I can interview who I want and I don't need permission. I don't care if someone gets mad because I asked questions and gave him all the stuff. No, Roy, I don't do it all the time. I put up real stuff, real facts. And Reese, I've been giving you props. Your videos and everything, I've been doing all that stuff. And that's why I separated Hollywood gig news to regular news. I separated all of that stuff. What I do is put what's out there. They put it on TV. They do this stuff. I am the news. I will report. Freedom of speech, freedom of press. Now, I got to get into my news that I'm going to get into. The title says, local delivery driver, okay? Local delivery driver is in fear of loss of earnings. Now, let's get into this. Then we'll get into all the other stuff because I'm not being sidetracked from what my title of my live is about. Let's go ahead and get that straight. Let me do my news first. No one can interrupt that because no one was going to put this news up because none of you guys know about it. So don't interrupt this news. Now, in my Palm Springs area, my region, the zones all around here, the city of Palm Springs, and the lady, the delivery driver who has put this out, her name is Becca Hammond, not Becky Hammond, Becca Hammond. She's from Colorado, okay? Her husband has some medical issues and things like that he is going on and going through, and they told her that the best place to be is in Palm Springs. So this person came from Colorado, and they don't know about Prop 22 and everything else like that, which makes this story a little bit interesting. She says that she came out here and she had a 9 to 5 and she had to find something else because when you have someone that has special needs and is sick in the hospital, those of us who have had to do this for a long time, we know your flexibility in time is important to get people to the doctor's office, the hospitals, and everything else like that. Okay? And everything else like that. Now, that was probably Roy that was back there in the guest, but my show is going on for what it is first. I'm not going to stop this. Now, she's got the flexibility. She's making the money. And I don't think she understands how Prop 22 works because the things she was arguing about, they already fixed for us here in California. It was kind of like she was still going over the same thing, like she was still living in Colorado. Completely different. She's saying that because the city of Palm Springs, they are trying to vote on, even though we have Proposition 22, they're trying to put a cap, okay? They're trying to put a cap on what the apps can charge the people as far as fees. Now, they're doing it, and she's saying that. Matthew Alex, salute. She is saying that the fees that they are putting in to make up for the apps is gonna make sure that the drivers are gonna make less money. That's not true, because I already did the story about, and it's on the short also. The short is there on how DoorDash and Uber have gone millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars over what they thought. They went over $200 million on what they thought they were going to make for coming in. And they have been including extra fees. Becca Hammond, here's what you got to understand. When they put things out and people are still ordering, they're not going to take away. You being in California, now you should understand this. Now, you said that you hope that they realize that it's going to make businesses shut down, because you say no one will order from these places. Yes, they will. And you're in California and Palm Springs. You have uptown and downtown. I know, I drive there too. Okay, you have that there. You also have Proposition 22, where you get your guaranteed hourly. So everything that you are saying that if they put these fees in, the customers won't buy and restaurants will close. Well, that extra $1.99 fee that's in there is how you get your Proposition 22. Also, you go to repeat customers' homes. You go there, and guess what? You're dropping off to the same houses. Each time that customer orders, they're paying that fee for that individual delivery. And you're getting paid on that too, Becca Hammond. I don't think you fully understood what's going on. Now, what you are saying could hurt a market that does not have an hourly guarantee or medical benefits. The medical benefits can help your husband and all that stuff too, and you get that. Or you're working multiple apps, which it says that you work multiple apps. You're not hitting the threshold of all the other apps so that you get the full Proposition 22. You're getting a little bit here, a little bit there. If you're doing Walmart Spark, you really don't get no Prop 22 because they count your tips. So you're not doing anything. So you got to focus in on certain apps the whole time. Get it all there on that one app and get all that back, and then you'll see how it works, Becca Hammond. You'll see how it works, Becca Hammond. But she says that a loss of earnings is inevitable. So, is it a loss of earnings, or is it you not accepting certain orders? Because it can be a loss of earnings, especially if you are in California. It cannot be a loss of earnings. You're getting paid extra while on the delivery. If you don't accept the delivery, obviously you will have a loss of earnings, because now you're not taking everything. When you blackball certain restaurants, that can take out of your pocket. When you blackball a whole bunch of things, oh, well, they tried to give me two, but one of them isn't good enough, so I'm not going to take it. Well, they gave you two that would have evened out, and the orders were probably already ready for you. But you did that yourself, Becca Hammond. You can't come from Colorado to California with the Colorado mentality. It's just like me going someplace else and telling someone, hey, bam. They're going to say, no, you don't live here. It's not your market. Even though I was driving before Prop 22, I have some type of insight, but I'm not over there. Cost of living is different. Taxes are different. Everything else is different. Becca, you cannot come from Colorado and think Colorado in California. You cannot take Colorado and go to New York and think Colorado. You cannot go to Washington State from Colorado and think like Colorado in Washington State. You cannot go to Massachusetts and think Colorado when you go to Massachusetts. You cannot. This is the big problem that we have. People think you're going to lose money by them having a customer pay. Now, you do know that most of the no tip, no trippers and everything else, they say that this is a luxury service, right? If it's a luxury service from what you guys say, the people that do order are paying for luxury, right? Because they can afford it, what you say, right? So if they weed off people that can afford it and people that can't afford it are paying, why are you mad about fees if you don't want those same people that were ordering to order? You don't. Now you're saying I don't want to take their orders, but now if we take them away, I want their orders. It don't make any sense. You got to figure out what you're talking about. Ricky, Ricky, you're talking about door locks and you put laughing out loud with crying there. I'm not talking about door locks. I'm talking about what he said about breakfast. I'm not going to go and do the breakfast because everyone is doing that. I'm not talking about door locks. I'm talking about one specific thing, the breakfast, man. So bringing up door locks has nothing to do with anything. He lives with his mom. He does stuff for his mom. He probably fixes the doorknobs and stuff all the time. That's what he does. He's her son that helps her out. So putting laughing out loud don't make no sense. And Ricky, I like you, man. But I'm going to tell you this. I don't understand how you said, I disagree with your brother Robert. You did an interview with Torp. What does Torp have to do with you and him answering questions that I want to ask him? I would just like to know that. So while all this stuff was going on with Torp, I was not able to say, hey, man, I want to ask him this. I want to see what's going on with it. I was not allowed to. So I needed your permission also to ask him questions. If you do an interview with Torp, man, we gonna talk about you nonstop. You guys instantly went to talking crap about me for doing an interview with the dude. Did a resignation live stream that was taken down. It was taken down. I don't take down nothing of mine. It's all up there. But the resignation live stream was taken down. I saw it when it went up. It was taken down. Maybe someone feels a certain way inside. Maybe I shouldn't be getting mad about this. I remember when Roy said, I go on all your guys' channels. You guys were mad at me for going on Reese's channel and this and that. And Roy set you guys straight on why he does it. Why he participates in everything. Let's put laughing emojis and crying out loud with this. All this is factual. He has said it on their channel. He said it on mine. I've gone on his channel and hopped in. He's defended me there. He's defended me a whole lot. And he said, I don't care what you guys say. I support everybody. Why am I not going to support my own interview? Why don't you guys really answer the question? You guys are all running from one question. Quit being little punks and answer it. Why are you guys running from this one question? Quit running from it. Everyone else is allowed. But the minute someone talks to Reese, there's a problem. All you guys are haters. That's what it comes down to. And I love all the hate because it gets me more views. You know, the interview about Torp that didn't happen and the actual interview that happened in the same day, Torp's got almost 500 views talking about him. And we didn't have to be on there for 9 hours. And it's actually like the greatest thing because when it did not happen, it's like how Star Wars works. You know how Star Wars puts the movies out and then you got to watch them back over in order. Roy went on there like talking like I already did the interview with Torp. And this is what he had to say. You stabbed me in the back. Why are you going to do an interview with him? You see what he did to me? And all like he said all that stuff first. Then the interview happened. So now, just like Star Wars, everyone, go watch the interview first and then watch the other one second. And you get it's a full movie there. Go do it. I did it myself. I'm telling you. Watch the interview that did not happen after you watch the interview. And you're going to be like, damn, I never watched it like this. He did the interview and Roy is saying everything about the interview that didn't even happen, but he's saying it after. He's saying it after, and it all goes in order. Open up your eyes, people. Watch. I did them in the same day. Just watch them in reverse. Watch the interview, then watch the one that did not happen. And you tell me, it was already anticipated for them to go write all that stuff. When I didn't none of you guys know I was going to do an interview with Torp. So that's how you guys know that I'm telling the truth. None of you guys knew. The only thing you guys knew was when I put it up and it popped up in your news feed as Hot Facts, much anticipated interview with Torp. That's when you guys knew. And that's when all the hate happened. You guys never knew nothing about it. I didn't promote it how I do all the other ones. Did not do it purposely. I wanted to see all the hate. I wanted to. I wanted to see all the hate. And that's what happened. That's what happened, man. That's what happened. It doesn't matter if I'm biased towards a group. I'm not biased towards a group. I'm biased towards individuals. I don't like Cherry Pick. You all know why. I'm not biased. I don't like the guy. That's not biased. I don't like him. I've tolerated Flex. Been up there on Roy's channel with him. Ricky, you are wrong. Me and Bobby have a treaty and a truce. You're wrong there. So if I have a treaty with one, I'm not biased. I made a treaty in the pact. Can't be biased there. And whatever happened with me and Bobby in the past, that does not stop me from asking another man questions about him who he puts videos out and talks about him. I can ask that, right? Yes, I can. Treaty with Bobby. You're wrong about that, Ricky Knight. Up there with Flex. And me and Flex have been agreeing on certain things on Roy's Live, on the panel. We've agreed. Even when I talked about Flex getting sleep and stuff, he agreed. So you're wrong about that, Ricky Knight. You're wrong. No biasness. You're wrong. If I was biased, I would never be up there with the dude. I would have never formed and had a treaty and a truce with Bobby. You are all the way wrong. Cherry Pick, I don't like. So why can't I ask Torp about his issues with Bobby, his issues with Flex, his issues with Roy, his issues with Pedro? He said Pedro let him down. He followed Pedro, and Pedro let him down because he was saying, don't do this job, leave. There's no biasness there, man. There's nothing biased about that. I asked questions and had another man answer them. Ain't nothing wrong with that. In your opinion, you say that you cannot ask anyone questions, in your opinion. I never led the question on saying, hey, think like me on this and answer it right. Cherry Pick told Torp, listen to me, bitch. It's gonna go like this. Do you understand me? Cherry actually did that on the lounge. Am I lying or am I lying? Am I lying? He told him that after digging up his dead wife and his dead mom. When he went back on there, that's what he said. This is how it's going to go. You're going to listen and shut up, bitch. Do you understand me? That's what Cherry Pick told that man. So me watching that, why do I not want to ask that grown-ass man what was going through your mind going through all of that? That is a good-ass question. You guys say, no, don't ask him that because he'll get a chance to speak. And we don't like him, so you can't like him. I'm an individual. All of you are individuals. You got your own balls, your own penis, you got your own titties, your own ass, you got all that stuff yourself. You don't share that with anyone else. You don't do that. You don't do that. Ricky, you keep talking about hair salon. I don't care about a hair salon. He could be changing knobs in there. Okay. The resignation live stream went on first, right? It's not up there. Then that one's up there, right? And then you guys are writing me. Your bounty hunter ghost is up there, calling you a narcissist and all this stuff. I'm gonna tell you this. When he made up that lie about flying 75 feet, not 75 feet, 75 yards, and he said that he turned the motorcycle, hopped on the motorcycle's engine, and then surfed it and coasted all the way through. When he lied about that, people, that's why I was saying that. He lies. We were trying to keep this stuff behind the scenes, man. Behind the scenes. All he wants to do is bash the Rev and talk to me about the Rev. I don't answer his phone call. It's not that I'm a narcissist. He's going to try to talk about Rev is lying. I was in an Audi, and guess what? Rev said you were in the Audi, you idiot. You don't even make no sense. I don't want to talk about that. You're the person, Ghost, that goes into the restaurants, and this is coming from the people there too that know you. You're the person that tells the restaurants this driver's bad, and you get them to not go to restaurants so you can make money there. We separated from you. It's nonsense. I would get done doing a live on there for 2 hours straight, talking nonstop. Every single time I get off the live, you call me right after. I'm not trying to talk on the phone again, and I just got done doing a live. And then all you're going to do is talk about, I don't like Rev. Rev is lying about this and that. I don't want to hear that. I can choose what I want to listen to. Now, I knew you were going to hop up there on the screen when I said, and here's the funniest thing, I'm a narcissist and all this other stuff goes, right? The day before, Reese, you do a good job. You do the news. When that car was flipped upside down, man, that's the news. You have different avenues on how you bring this stuff. You guys are doing a great job. And Torp, you're doing a great job too. That's what Ghost said, right? Kissing my ass and Torp's ass, right? I got an issue. The reason why your wrench was taken away, Ghost, I have said this before because you did this before on my channel as a moderator, and I gave you a second chance. Back then, you were taking away people's comments and kicking people from the room, and they were saying everything we type up, we can't get out there and everything else. And when I made that announcement, you said, Reese, I did a lot of that. You did it then, and then you did it just the other day. They talking about Necro was disrespected and Necro hops in and he don't never disrespect me or anything else like that. People's comments were getting taken away. I'm sitting there doing an interview and I'm looking at comments being taken away, and I can't just go and just unhide them like that because I'm conducting an interview. That was disrespectful to me. So I took your wrench away. If I told you once and you did it again, I can't trust you. And you lie. And you go on other people's live streams to say some nonsense. Ghost, you don't know nothing about me personally or nothing like that. We just talk on the internet. And that was it. And that was it. That was it. That's why your wrench got taken away. And when your wrench got taken away, you got upset and you went talking about me. I don't need that, man. I don't need that. You went on inside my chat to bash the Rev over and over again. That was the bashing session that actually happened. Wasn't nobody else doing it. You were bashing the Rev. You kept saying, I don't like the Rev. We don't see. And then you got up there on live and, hot facts, me and the Rev don't talk. You keep trying. No one cares about that, man. That's why we don't talk to you about it. That's all you want to talk about. You came up here and said you work 3 days a week now. When I said and told you, when you told them you ain't been dashing in 1 month, and I told you all the people that have seen you driving out there, That's when you knew you were busted. They see you driving, and here's your lame ass excuse. I was eating at every place they see me at. So check this out. Before, you were eating at all these so often. Okay? You were not eating at these places at all. Then, all of a sudden, Ghost, when everyone sees you at these separate restaurants, you are now eating at all those restaurants whenever someone sees you. That's how you know you're lying, man. That's how you know you're lying. And if you're not there eating, you're telling them, don't let these drivers come in. That's what you do. So don't sit up here and fake the funk. Don't do that, man. We tried to keep this in-house behind the scenes, but you went up publicly talking about the Rev, calling me all this stuff after kissing my ass on my own live. Can't nobody have that in their section. And the best thing about it is you know nothing about me, so you can't go spread any lies. That is so perfect. That is perfect. I talked to TFT, my deputy, and I talked to Rev, my ace. Remember, Ghost, when you said, TFT, it's only me and you talking in this group text. We ain't responding to nothing you got to say. And you left the group text. Okay, guess what? That same group text is up and the same people are in it, minus you. So in case you guys wanted to know out there, that's what it is. I only let him up on the other day because he clicked the link. I don't disrespect anyone when I say if you have questions. And Ghost, this made no sense here. During my interview with Torp, you didn't have a question for him in the chat. You had one for me. Reese, what do you think about this and this and that? Dude, this interview is about Torp. Who's this backstage? Real talk with Roy. Let's go ahead, man. Let's go ahead and get the elephant out the room. Because I want to know why the hell I was not allowed to do an interview with Torp. I would like to know why I was not allowed to do an interview with Torp. I want to know why was the interview with Torp so wrong to anyone that I cannot ask him questions that I want to ask myself, that when I heard the stuff happen, I never got a chance. Why is it so wrong for me to ask the man the questions? And that's all I did. And I can ask him to have him open up, to be as candid as possible, to have him open up. What was so disrespectful, Roy, with me asking him questions and everyone turning on me for asking him some questions? If you listen, I asked him a whole bunch of questions. No one got mad about the delivery, his town, is he getting this many orders with this, how he started. No one said nothing wrong with that. No one said nothing about me saying, hey, Roy has 15,000 gig rides. What is your issue with it? Is it because he don't do it as often and everything changes because it's old school and now it's new? I asked those questions too. I asked a bunch of questions. Then I asked him hamburger or hot dog. Is a hot dog a sandwich? I asked my man a gang of questions, man. Now I want to know, I never crossed no one's back and stabbed no one in the back for doing an interview with anyone. I asked the man some questions. You ask questions all the time, Roy, to whoever you want to. And you tell them, eat a dick if you don't like it.
Let me know when you're ready to listen.
No, I'm ready. I want to know why the main question, what was so wrong with conducting an interview with Torp? That's all I want to know. And that's it.
Okay. I have no problems with you doing interviews with anybody, Robert. We know this. I don't have any issues with you. The problem with this so-called interview, one I don't even consider somebody who less than 3 weeks ago was on there actually backing up another content creator talking about an app that he obviously doesn't know nothing about because he couldn't even find pickup times on his app. That to me is hurtful to the gig community, that somebody who doesn't even understand his own app is going to come on and try to explain to other people how to work the app. That's number one. But that's your choice. You can do those interviews. Not
I
my
did not
deal.
ask a question about that.
No, I'm saying that I wouldn't. As a gig professional that you are and others are, why would you feel like I said, it's your right to do them. I don't have a problem with that. But what is the mindset of a person who's willing to interview somebody who, one, comes in the community? All he has to do is all he has in his repertoire is to talk bullshit about everybody, the people that don't like him, or the people he don't like, or he don't think is worthy of his whatever the case may be. Okay, that's all he's done since he's gotten this gig community. He hasn't contributed anything worth a fucking turd when it comes to the gig community, other than bash other people because they saw what he was from the start, which was nothing but a troublemaker, and he has nothing to contribute.
But can
But
I
still,
but can I answer
but
that
still,
question that you just asked
okay,
me?
okay, yeah, but let me finish my statement. So that is your choice to interview that type of person. I'm just thinking the mindset of a man who is trying to run his channel and get the best information, the most knowledgeable information out there to have an interview with somebody like that. Then the whole interview turned into nothing but a bash session about me, about other people, which should have never happened in the first place. An interview shouldn't be bashing anybody. That shit shouldn't have never came up. And that's where it comes to me. It looks as if Robert purposely did that to get him on his channel because of the drama that this guy creates. And you allowed him to just get on there and bash everybody. I don't care if he bashes me, bro. You know this. I don't care. He's not the first person to talk shit. He won't be the last. You know me better than most people, and we've talked, and you know my feelings on shit like that. It doesn't bother me. Okay. But when somebody comes on there and tells me I don't have the experience because I and this is where I would expect because I've backed you up a lot of times on a lot of stuff that you say. And this is where I would expected you to have my back. Not
I
saying that you
asked a
have
question,
to,
Roy.
but you
I
have to
said your
have my
stats
back.
too. I
The
said your
man
stats,
actually
Roy.
the man actually sat there, bro, and said that I have no right to talk about DoorDash because I haven't done it in 5 months and the app changes every fucking day. You know as well as I do, Robert, I could turn my app on right now and go make the same money I made 5 months ago with the same app today. So the app doesn't change. And that's where I thought you should have stepped up and said, hey, this guy has done more gig work than 90% of the people on YouTube and you just
I told him 15,000 gig rides, Roy. I said 15,000. I said your stats and everything. And that's why the question was phrased in this way. Now, Roy has over 15,000 gig rides. Now, I'm trying to figure out from you, do those matter because they were done then? Or does it matter? Does it not matter because you say the app changes all the time and he's not new? I asked him the question because I want to know myself. I gave your stats. If I say someone did 15,000, someone knows that that person has more rides and has done more deliveries than a whole lot of people. So I did do that. But as someone trying to get him to open up, I got to ask it. And that is backing you up by giving your stats. Now, if I would have said, now Roy only has 200 deliveries, that would have been like me going against you. And I might have padded your stats a little bit too. Just so people can know out there, 15,000 gig rides or deliveries. I don't care if it's ride share or doing it. You accepted and completed those.
you didn't pad anything. I've done over 1,500 fucking Postmates. I've done over 600 and some DoorDash, including my Lyft and everything else. You didn't pad anything. I don't pride myself in having to lie about shit. So I've showed my numbers to everybody. I don't
Right.
pad my shit. I don't need nobody to pad anything for me. Like I said, my thing is Robert. I've asked you and we've had this discussion over and over again about the bashing and allowing people to bash other people on your channel, bro. You have have had the most potential of any person because you put your heart and soul into it. And then I continue to see you doing the same shit with letting people come on, bash your channel or bashing other
That's
people.
all they
And we
do on
know
the lounge, Roy. They
we
do it
know.
nonstop on the lounge, and you are on there every day on the lounge. You're on the lounge all the time. That's all they do. My name comes up. When Danny came up on my channel the other day, they got into him just for him coming up and saying, I like watching your stuff. Man, and
Okay,
me and him
okay,
had a real one.
but that's fine, Robert. I don't get into it. I don't participate in it. They're allowed to say anything they want. But at what point, Robert? Now let's look at this. One point, you're how old? 40?
I'm 40. I'll be 41 in June.
At
Wait.
what?
But let me answer the question that you asked me in the beginning because
Okay.
I'm go forget. So you said this guy, the app he didn't know how to use the app, and you were saying why would I want to interview someone who doesn't know how to use the app? My questions were not based on him using the app. My questions were based on what the hell I've seen him go through, and he has not been able to speak his mind because he keeps getting cut off the whole time. And even when you guys did your thing together, it turned into going left field, just like how me and Pedro went. And you know that like me and Pedro's thing went nuts because he came on my channel. I didn't want him to talk. He wanted to do it, and it went left. That was the same exact thing. It was the same exact thing. So my questions were literally going into everything that I have witnessed going through, and I want to get it from him. So I don't got to second guess or think nothing else. The questions were asked to him to be frank and candid. So ain't nobody else got to ask nothing else. That's
Okay.
why I did the interview with him. That's my
Okay.
answer.
Okay. The issues with Torp, what started it was Torp himself. He chose the one time to come up in the lounge and he chose to go off on Driver Sensei. He chose to go off on me because we have a different way. I did not do my gig channel as a form of information to try to help people. And then that's when he decided he wanted to go off on me that I'm full of shit, I'm this and that. He's the one that started that. Okay. I've never went to his channel and bashed him personally. I never have until he started doing it first. So, and just like everybody, Robert, I give everybody the chance. I even set up a live stream that he agreed to come to, but guess what? He doesn't know how to tell fucking time. Come on, and you expect me to take somebody serious? And when I have a man on here who puts his whole life is all about trying to help the gig community, put somebody like that on the channel, it really is disappointing to me, bro. It is, but it's your choice.
But
But
his
when it turned,
story from being
when it
on the
was
lounge, the
when it was
Pedro
allowed,
thing,
but when it was
Pedro let him
allowed to be,
down.
but let me finish. When it was allowed to turn into this bad session of the group of people that doesn't like you and that he don't like, that to me looked like a setup, Robert. Whether it was set up like that or not, I'm not going to accuse you of none. You know me. I'm not going to do that. But that's what it looked like to me. Is it was just a setup to have this guy come on because he doesn't like the people you don't like and so on, just to get it out and let him bash everybody the drama bullshit. Okay,
No, it was
that's what it
just to
boils down to.
uncover the questions that it was just to get, and the questions that I asked the man, no one has even tried to ask those questions. That's all it was. And I know, man, Roy, I know for a fact I'm gonna get backlash, man, for just about everything that I do on here. I'm gonna get backlash. That's coming with it. But I literally feel that when I was gonna conduct this interview, I did not second guess anything because I thought people were gonna say this and this about me and 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 all this other stuff. No, I said let me go and ask questions that no one was able to do. You know what I mean? That's why he goes and he talk about on his own channel how Bobby's not the same to him and stuff. I wasn't picking on individuals. My man is saying this, and if I'm going to do investigative journalism, I have to listen to that stuff and then ask him, well, what is this about? What is that about? I got to ask these things. And if I did not ask those things, it would be the most boringest ass interview because I did not even ask him nothing.
Well, that's fine. You can ask him whatever you want, but remember, Robert said a while ago, Robert was going to go to phase two and stop doing this bullshit that was just done in this interview. You said that yourself, that you were trying to move on and you were going to just let it go and do your next phase or whatever. And then you jump right back to the same bullshit
I didn't
with
jump in
the
to
whole.
go back, Roy. I conducted an interview. I conduct
You
interviews
know,
also.
and like I said, I'm not going to tell you how to do your interview, bro. But when I come on here to do an interview with you, if there is something that you said you don't want to do anymore and this and that, can I ask you a question? Can I ask you an honest question? Why didn't you put it in check? Why didn't you say, hey, that's not me anymore. I'm trying to do better things for the community. I'm past that. Why didn't you put them in check, bro? I put people in check all the time on my channel. I have no problem doing it. When I say I don't want to hear the bullshit, guess what? I put you in check. I kick you out of my room. I'll let you back in. So my question to you, Robert, if you were really, really done with that bullshit, why don't you put him in check when he started saying the shit that he did?
Let me answer that right now. You got to understand that when you do so many interviews with people, now you guys are seeing my interviews on camera. I have so many interviews that I have done off camera also. When you are working with someone individually, you have to understand what might trigger a person, what can make the interview go left, what can make him click the button and click off, and I cannot even get all my questions in. If I go and check the dude right off the top for something that someone else feels, that's gonna blow my interview. It's gonna blow it. He'll leave and not come back. I kept him in the seat with the questions I was asking to get a complete interview done. That's why I'm not gonna get up there and sabotage my own interview. It's not gonna happen.
That's not
Not gonna,
sabotaging your own. That's not sabotaging your interview. That's keeping your interview in check, bro. That's keeping your interview in check.
but the interview was in check.
That's keeping your word to people, Robert. That's keeping your word to
I
your
did keep my
viewers.
word. I didn't do nothing wrong, Roy. I
No,
did an
no,
interview.
that's not when you come on here and you said you're getting past this childish shit and you're moving on, you're doing other things,
That's
and
not
you're
what
gonna.
I said. Phase one was traction. Phase one is all traction. I had a specific time frame for phase one. Phase two was going into doing some other stuff with the SEO and all the other stuff, search engine optimization and titles and all this other stuff and doing other stuff, filming more businesses and stuff like that. That was going into phase two. My interviews are never gonna stop. Look, it's like this. If I knew that there was a child molester and he's out walking around the street and he's living and I know what the hell he did, guess what? I don't like that piece of shit. But I'm gonna ask him some questions to figure out why the fuck is he crazy and nuts? Why do you like touching little boys? Now, if I get a backlash for asking him that, I'm gonna get backlash. You know what I mean? But I don't care if that comes because I have an interview playlist. And people, I've done interviews with the people in front of Planned Parenthood who are completely against abortions and everything else. People got mad at me for doing an interview with them outside. Why are you doing an interview with them? Pro-life and all the other stuff. I do interviews with people, and this is what I love to do. My interviews are never going to change. I'm going to do my interviews regardless or who likes them or not. And that's just me. I hope I don't lose friends over doing interviews. I would hate that, you know what I'm
No,
saying?
no,
Like people go
no,
beef
no,
over an interview. Like, come on now.
no. But you got to understand where I'm coming from, Robert. And I'm not saying you have to listen to my advice or I'm better than you and my advice is better than you. But I've asked you, and I said, bro, you have the ability to do so much more with your channel, but it keeps getting reverted back to this he said, she said, childish shit. And I told you before, and I've done it to other people, and I've told you this before, that sooner or later I'm going to distance myself from that. I said I wanted to distance myself from the drama, even though I can't because everybody keeps bringing it fuck up all the time. I've tried to distance myself from that, and
Well,
I'm
they
not gonna.
say you
I'm not,
create half of it, Roy.
and being that we're friends and everything, Robert, I'm not going to change my mind just because it's Robert. Because I've said
I
before,
got you.
and we've had discussions, and even your brother and your wife agreed that you need to stop doing this shit. This is why your viewership, and I'm not going to dog that because then you keep throwing that shit up in my face and all that stuff, which you can do that. That's fine. If you think my channel is full of shit or I'm buying stuff.
No, I
No,
never said your channel was full of shit, but you talked about viewership. You talked about viewership. Someone please go stat check me on views every day.
that Robert, that your views are because you are on every platform. I'm not on every platform. If I
No,
went on
oh no,
every
just
platform,
on YouTube. Just take
okay,
YouTube
okay,
by itself.
you want to do that? You want to do that because your last 5 videos, bro, that I watched on your channel had less than 80 views.
Are you
Okay,
serious? So
now
you're
go
looking at
back.
now, you know what a video is, right? A video is anything
Mhm.
that you can see that you hit play on, right?
Yeah.
So of a video,
So
all right. So are you checking all 3 sections of the videos up there?
I'm just going by what
Videos?
you,
No,
Robert.
videos, lives, and shorts.
I went from your last 5.
My last
And
5 what?
yeah, they rate your last 5 in your lineup on your videos. When I click on your channel, it gives you like the first 5. I looked at that, Robert.
Okay,
Average views
Roy.
50 to 80 views. Now, if you
Okay,
go to
so
my
Roy,
now
I
click
just
on my
did
let me finish.
3,000. I just did 3,000 views last night. I got shorts, lives, and videos. Now
Okay, but
add
you're
all
talking.
those. No, no, no. You cannot separate those. You
We're
cannot separate a video, Roy.
okay,
You
okay,
cannot
Robert.
separate a video. You
Robert,
cannot separate a video.
okay, Robert. You're going by continual views over all your channel shit. I'm talking your last 5 videos.
I'm
If we
talking about
want to
my last 5, Roy. I just did a video last night about getting a $5 cash tip and then getting an extra 15 at the gas station. That just went up there and got 1.5K within an hour last night. Earlier in the day, my daughter on Mother's Day getting her face painted. That got another 1,000 plus views just
okay,
yesterday. What you're saying is
Robert,
a lie. It's a lie.
Robert,
It's a
Robert,
lie.
Robert.
It's a lie.
I'm not talking about your shorts, Robert. I'm
No,
talking
but
about.
it's a short
Oh,
of video. It's a short of video.
well, if you want to consider it a video, it's a video. I don't go
It's a
by shorts.
commercial. It's a
I don't go by
commercial.
shorts.
It's a commercial, a video, no matter
I,
how long it is.
I don't go by shorts, Robert. I don't
All
go
right,
by shorts.
well, then we got an issue. People want to separate views. You can't separate views if someone has to spend time and watch it. You cannot separate that. You cannot separate that. My views are there, and I have more than the people that you guys are mentioning,
I'm going
and
by
it's
your.
there.
I'm going by your YouTube video
Bobby
stats,
uses
bro.
shorts, and they don't do anything. Pedro uses shorts, and they do something. So what's the
That's
difference?
fine. That's
Bobby has
fine.
over Bobby has over 500 shorts, and he counts those as videos.
Well, I don't consider them videos, and I don't, and that's another thing, Robert. I don't judge a man's. I don't judge a man
Dashing
by.
Trader said I can do 5 shorts instead of doing one video because the people are going to watch the shorts. Where do you
Yeah,
think he got that? Where do you think he
well,
got
that's
that
fine.
from?
That's fine. That's fine, Robert. That's fine. I don't involve myself that much into it than where I care about that. Okay, I care to watch the stuff that I'm interested in. I don't care about all the views. My life is not. Uh, how should I say? Moved forward by how many views I get. It's not the point. But when people accuse me of stuff and say I don't, my views suck or this or that, my views don't suck. I get lots of views.
I never said your views suck. What I'm doing is first of all, if
But
the
you
one I
but
tag
see,
you in, the one I tag you in with me, you and Flex, right? I pointed
mhm.
something good out for you. I said, look at me and Roy. It says we start off at 0 subs. It don't even say that for Flex. He started off buying his subs. I said, me and Roy started off at 0 subs. That's a good thing. I put you in a good category. I said that's why I put you in. If I'm gonna talk about Flex, I gotta have like a witness, third party there. So I showed that you had 0 subs just like me.
Okay,
That's what I did.
okay. Let me ask you a question, and this is a serious question. What is it gonna do? What do we got to do to get you away from this childish? He said, she said. This one picking up. What do we got to do to get you away from that so we can get you to concentrate on your real message? What can we do?
That's easy. That's the easiest question I have ever gotten. All people have to do is this, Roy. All people have to do is this. Quit bringing people on to another channel and talking crap and going crazy about them, and take me out from being the news. If I am not the news, I cannot report. Now, how are they going to stop me from being the news? They got to
Okay.
stop themselves. It's not.
So
It's not me. I'm
so
reporting.
okay. So if Roy goes and Roy takes the time out of his day to go to all these other people and say, "Hey, I want you to let Robert come on. I want you and Robert to hash out your differences. And at the end of that, whatever you guys hash out, if I can get you both to agree, hey, I'm not going to bring up your name in no negative bullshit anymore. I'm not going to bring your name up no, but I already did it with Bobby.
Exactly.
So,
So, so,
so it could
so
be
you
done.
know that it works, right? So you know
So
that I keep my word, right? You know
yeah,
that
yeah,
I keep my
exactly.
word. You know that.
Yeah, and exactly. And so if I can do that for you and we can try to get this shit straightened out, is it are you gonna stop doing it?
I've even asked Flex, hey, why don't you let me interview you? Because I want to ask him questions that I want to hear from him that I want to ask him. I even said this the other day. I even said the other day, we can set that up. You and Revolution can be up there as moderators on the screen. I've even said that. I've said that.
Okay.
I'll sit down and do it.
Okay, and if it comes back to me after I talk with them that they don't want to have nothing to do with you anymore, blah blah blah, are you still willing to say, "Hey, fuck them. I'm gonna let them say whatever they want to say." Are you
If,
willing to do that and just let it
if
go?
they look, Roy, if they do something that look, if they do something weird, like I stopped doing all they do a lounge every night.
Hmm.
And people have seen that. I'm not talking about the stuff every night. It's only certain stuff that happens. So if something certain happens and I'm going to talk about it, I'm going to talk about it. I'm the news channel. But just like it's just like this. Red has been trying to get me to like she texts me, um, hit my link news, man. First of all, I don't even text you or nothing. Like she does stuff like that, and I still don't even talk about her. You see, I still don't. Like it's stuff like that. That's not nothing to me. But when I saw the whole thing transpire with Torp go for all of these months, it was like watching the full NBA season. So I'm like, the season's over, and I want to ask these questions. It was nothing to get this dude up here to do no weird stuff. It was just questions, man. It wasn't to get these people mad and all the other stuff. That was not what it was. When they all ganged up on him, do they know that they could have made other people mad because they did that to him?
Yeah,
They don't know, but
did you
nobody asked them questions either. And I
but did
did.
you But did you do the research on why people went off on him in the first place? Did you go
They
to that lounge? Did you go to that lounge when he decided he wanted to go off on me and Sensei because we have a different mindset on what our channels are about, different from him and what he thought? And when he started yelling and screaming at Sensei and myself, talking like that, we're stupid and we're this that. Well, did you do the research on that to know that he started that shit first?
he didn't start the stuff. It all started with Necro's name being Necro. That's how it all started. And
Okay,
Flex was
that
saying,
was different. That was it. What I'll
no,
do,
but that's
I'll
how it
go to the
started.
no. I'll find the lounge where he went off on me in Sensei, and then you know
He
when
went
it
off on you
started
guys. You guys
with
were on
me.
there, and Sensei was talking crap to him too. Sensei was talking crap to him too. I saw that. I saw that. I saw that lounge.
Yeah.
I was
But when
watching
I'm
it.
But when I'm speaking with other people and I'm telling them my mindset that my channel is this or my channel is that, who the fuck is he to come in and start yelling at me because he thinks that if we're all gig tubers, we're supposed to be there to help people. That's what pissed me off. I never come on my channel and say I'm here to help you. I don't give a fuck. I'm about myself. I do my shit. I don't give a fuck if the dasher sitting next to me makes any money. I don't give a fuck. I'm all about myself, and I've always been that way, and I've always said that. So who the fuck is he to come at me and tell me that, oh, well, you shouldn't have a gig channel of this and that, and you don't know what you're talking about, blah blah blah. Come on, I know more of what I'm talking about than that man will ever know
You guys
when it
are
comes
more.
to gigs.
You guys are more alike, Roy, than what you think. You guys are the same when it comes to that. You say, "Who is he?" He says, "Who are you?" That's where you guys are.
Well, hey, you know what? You know what? Who am I? My track record shows who am I. I've been on
Right.
YouTube what 4 years now. My track record shows who am I.
Right. But
So 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 so
you guys talk about each other. So, I wasn't going into if you know notice that in that interview, I never went into okay, let me ask this specific question about Roy. Like, why do you hate him and stuff like that? I never asked anything like that. I never asked, none of this other stuff, none of that stuff. And in actuality, people thought that I was not going to talk to Torp about the video I put up about when he said he has trolls that's going to come in and tear the gig economy down. I told him I put that video up myself because I'm in the gig world and this is my group. So if you bring them people here, they got to go through me. I talked to him about that during that same interview.
And
Nobody
then
said nothing about that.
And that's what I'm saying. He has proven, and like I said, you can interview whoever you want. I don't care. But he has proven, you've witnessed it. You've witnessed it on multiple videos, the way he talks and with the way he thinks about the gig community and others in the gig community. What, like I said, you can do interview, but why would you interview somebody like that, bro? He doesn't bring any quality to your fucking channel, bro. He don't. I don't say I bring quality to your channel. I don't say I do. But I tell you, guarantee you get a lot of people in this room when I'm here.
You bring quality to, don't say that, Roy, because
Exactly.
Roy,
Well, I'm just saying. But this
no,
guy,
you do.
yeah. But this guy has shown for the last whatever pandemic driver 6 months he's been on YouTube now, coming back to YouTube, whatever, that he has done nothing to promote the gig community. He's done nothing to promote the actual people that are doing the right thing in the gig community. He'll flip on you in a heartbeat. One time he loves Dino, the next time he hates Dino. This time he hates Flex. This time he loves Flex. He's nothing but a flip flop, bro. And he's only doing it, in my view, to get views on his shit because he doesn't contribute anything worth a fuck to this community. So that's why he has to continually tag people.
Well, that's why you would want to interview someone like that. You want to interview. That's why you interviewed someone like that, man.
Well, okay, you can interview it. That's fine. If that fascinates you, Robert. I don't associate with those kind of people. You know me, bro. I associate people that I see they're trying to do the right thing and be the positive.
What about the report? Well, put it like this, Roy. What about the reporter that asked Britney Spears the question about why were you driving with your baby in the driver's seat?
I don't know about that, Robert. All I know,
but that happened back then. She went crazy and did that, and the reporters were asking. Then, when her dad stole her money and stuff, they were asking those questions, right, to find out what's going on. Why are you going nuts? Why are you going crazy? They're just questions. Questions.
But Robert, you should have seen the backlash coming, bro. You should have seen it coming.
Yeah, but I didn't care. He actually has though. From the interviews, he has one of the highest ones. His interview has views, and it's still getting views now.
You know why? You know why his interview has views, bro? It's because he's on there bashing everybody that he don't like or he has an issue with. That's why it's got the most views. You know this. You know this, Robert. Drama.
What about the question that I asked him? Did I not ask him any good questions?
You know, Robert, you could have asked him the best questions in the world, but when somebody sits there who supposedly is this gig worker can't even fucking tell where the pickup time on his app, I'm done with you. That's me. Come on, Robert. I'm sorry, I can't get with that. You can tell him all the best.
But I didn't talk about gig work except for his shop and pay orders because that's what he does. We spoke about that. We spoke about that. We didn't go into. I spoke about what he does.
Who hasn't done a shop and pay order on DoorDash?
Well, my wife gets at least 4 to 5 every single day. She gets.
I haven't done DoorDash.
I don't get any.
I haven't done DoorDash in 5 months, bro, and I can get a fucking shop and order for fucking PetSmart probably within 30, 40 minutes on my fucking app. And then he's going off on how he didn't know how to do it and he didn't understand. That shows you that he doesn't care about the gig work and he doesn't take the time to learn gig work, bro. So to me, that interview, you could ask him all the best questions in the world, but if somebody comes on YouTube for the last 6 months and still can't tell where pickup time, that's not contributing to the gig work. That's damaging the gig work. That shows somebody.
Well, put it like this. Let's take a positive out from the interview when we went over the shopping pay and why do you like those? And he said, well, some people don't like them because it says this many items on it. How he said, how fast can you get in there, get those orders done? He said, I'm in there not focused on anything else but getting it done. He said, how fast can you get those done and get it to the customer? He also said that the customers are more lenient and they are more reasonable when you are doing the shopping orders over the food orders. And he talked about getting in there and not wasting any time and getting it done, and you can make it happen. I think that if someone wanted to do shop and pay orders, they would listen to that right there and say, you know what? If I get in there and actually do it fast, then he said, half the time you got to ask for help because you don't know where this stuff is. So he talked about asking for help, getting it done fast, getting it to the customers. The customers are more lenient and more reasonable, and they pay more. He's talking about all of that. All those are pluses. And that had nothing to do with looking at what time you were supposed to go in there and pick it up.
But Robert, these are subjects that we have all have seen on YouTube 20,000 fucking times. He's not explaining anything to us that it hasn't already been talked about 20,000 fucking times, bro.
He's a top
And
dasher and can log in
and
whenever he wants also without having acceptance rate that is very, very high. That's something else that some people may want to know how to do. He's actually top dasher because of that. My wife is top dasher because of her shopping pays and all the other stuff. She's just top dasher, period. This dude is top dasher with the low AR because of his shopping pay orders. That's something
but
there that someone may want to say, hey, we don't got to be in the 80s or not 90s. And how can we do it? Do it. He just explained how. But I asked him the question so people can understand.
you know what? And if more, and if he wants more people to listen to him and to take him seriously, he needs to step away from the wanting to bash everybody because they don't have the same mindset. See, that's where the problem comes in. Everybody's wanting to bash everybody because they have a different mindset when it comes to how they want to do their work. Because he does it this way, somebody else says they do it this way, that automatically makes that person wrong. And if he really wants to be taken serious in the gig community, he needs to step up, quit bashing everybody because they have different opinions than him and because he doesn't like them. I can go on that lounge, bro. And if there's somebody on there that I don't like, I can deal with it. I deal with it. I don't have to go in there, yell and cuss, be drunk and yell and cuss and act like a fucking fool. I can do it on your channel. I do it on my channel. I let people up that I necessarily don't like, but I let them up on my channel because we can have a discussion and be grown ass men about shit. But he has proven time and time again he's not like that. That's his only defense when somebody has a different opinion is to yell and scream and act like a fucking fool and call them names and then do a video next day calling them names and whatever the case may be. If he wants to be taken serious, let's see some videos where he is not fucking drinking beer, taking the shit seriously, and actually giving serious tips on what he does and how he does it without bashing people. If he doesn't like me, more power to him. He doesn't even know me, bro. He doesn't
That's
even
what they
know me.
do on the lounge, Roy. They do everything you said is what they do on the lounge. So check this out. And and you know what? You just gave me a question that I was never able to ask this dude. I want to ask him this now. I want to ask him this now. Is it because of how the lounge treated you? Is that why you do it like this? I didn't even ask him that. And that's one that missed my head because now we're talking about it now. I want to ask him that. The lounge does all of that. So because he does to the lounge what the lounge has done to him, how can we call spade a spade?
Sorry. He's the one that jumped in the lounge and started with his crap. So when Flex asked the man seriously, when Flex saw that he heard the word and whether Torp said the word or not is irrelevant. When Flex thought he heard the word, he asked him not to do it. Flex, let's be honest, bro. Flex shouldn't have had to fucking go into it, the whole fucking thing. He should have said, okay, I thought I said this, but end the story, bro, and move on with what's important while you're on the lounge. You don't make a 30-minute fight over necro, whatever fucking word was, and fucking whine and bitch and complain and all that bullshit. How many times
Flex
have I seen?
told, look, Flex told Sam Lee. Flex told Sam Lee when he heard Sam say that nigga, he was like, don't say that over here, bro. And all this other stuff, right? He tried to check Sam Lee, right? And then he called Sam, stop trying to be a little ghetto boy. That's what he said. That's what he said. That's what Flex said. I remember that just like it's right here in my face.
Yeah, I know.
And
I know,
and
but
and and when I did the interview with Sam Lee at the dog park, I asked Sam about that. I asked Sam, how did it feel going on there getting banned? And I asked him about all the stuff that people said we don't like him for. I asked Sam that stuff. No one got mad at me for asking him that stuff.
damn, bro, I was banned from flexes for a while, so it's no big deal. It's just being a grown up and dealing with it. But this is my deal. I'm gonna ask you when
Shut the
people
fuck up, motherfucker, Roy.
see, this is
Let
what
me
I'm
tell you
talking
Hold
about.
up,
something.
wait, Danny, Danny,
This is what
Danny,
I'm
you
talking
got
about.
to Danny. I
Have
know
some
you're
respect.
used to just getting on and sounding off like that. Hold up, Roy was in the middle. I
That's
brought
my
you
intro.
on. Oh yeah. I brought you on. When it's your time to talk, you can do that shout and make us laugh. But
But
let me bring you in first.
That's my
but
intro.
you got to remember the whole deal with the lounge. And this is what I think a lot of people get wrong with the lounge. And I'm not saying I'm speaking for the lounge, but the lounge is someplace we can all just go and relieve stress, talk about what we did, talk about whatever other stupid shit's going on in the world. Just like that's in certain things shouldn't be pointed out. If people are talking out their ass, that's just them talking on your ass. And then I'm going to give you a perfect example.
There
I'm
you
motor
go. There you go. Keep
with
keep on fucking talking. Don't let anybody come up and talk.
kick him out
Go
the room.
ahead.
Kick his
Danny,
ass out the room. Kick him out the
Danny.
room. Kick his ass out the room until he has
Look,
some fucking respect. This is shit I'm talking about. This is shit I'm talking about.
Danny, I got you on mute. Go ahead, Roy. I got you on mute until
God
Roy's
damn, dude.
done.
I'm having a conversation with this man. Um, when you with your homeboys and y'all smoking your weed and you're chilling around, don't you all say stupid shit about each other and other people that you guys know? Do you do it?
N-
Yes or no?
no, you don't know what?
Come
No,
on,
Roy,
bro. You never been
no.
to. Come on, let me
That's
finish.
a
You never
sensitive
been to.
subject right there because when we're together as boys, let's say let's say somebody's feet stink or something. You take the shoes off and your feet stink. Something like that. You know what I'm saying? But we just ain't just gonna just be talking crazy about each other. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Just
but we've all been to like a family barbecue and somebody's talking shit about this family member, blah blah blah, just running their pie hole, right? We've all done it.
oh
Come
yeah.
on.
Everybody got
Yeah, now
crazy
now now
uncle.
think now think about that, bro. If think about that the same way that's a lounge, man. Would you want
Hello. Let me say
would you
something now,
would
please.
you
You
would you
gotta wait, man. Roy's not done. Just
would you
Danny. I
would
know
you
you
want
got patience. You an Uber driver. You gotta have patience. Some customers don't want you to talk. You gotta stay quiet for them.
But he
Just
talks a lot of shit, man. Paul.
would you want somebody going to your homeboy and making a video about his fucking feet stink? Think about it, man. No, you don't want to see that shit. That's the same way kind of when the lounge goes. We're just in there bullshitting, talking stupid shit, yelling and screaming at each other, and so on and so forth. And people just don't want to see later on down the road. I know you think it's gig news, but they don't want to see it, bro. And that's the whole deal. That's why they get upset with you, is because we're just in there trying to have fun, talk bullshit, whatever the case may be. They don't want to see a video the next day because they're just talking out their ass and doing whatever the case may be. I'm not, like I said, not speaking for the lounge, but that's the way people are looking at it, bro. We're in there just trying to have a good time, let off steam, and next thing you know, we got a video about this one's buying subs. Look what this one said about this guy. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah, but Roy, they're on TV.
yeah, but come on, bro. You, you gotta look at it from other points of view besides being on TV, bro. You know.
All
I'm
right,
sorry.
Danny. Now go and do your shout out. Go ahead, do your intro. Go ahead and do the motherfucker thing. Do it.
Okay, first I want you to mute Roy. Do that for me now.
Roy's
Like
not
that, he
gonna
don't
hop in.
interrupt
Roy's
me.
not gonna hop in.
No, 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 no,
Trust
no,
me.
no. Mute the motherfucker, just like you did to me out of respect. Mute it. He
No,
wanted
you
you to
came
kick
in
him
and cut
out.
him off. He didn't cut you
No,
off yet.
I know.
And-
Just mute him, just like you did.
okay.
Because
All right. Look. All right. Watch
out of
this.
respect.
Watch this. Watch this. Do you see it there?
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Now I'm gonna say something. First of all, God bless America, motherfuckers. Number one. Number two, Roy, shut the fuck up. That's number two. Okay, now I got that in. Let me tell you something, Roy. You are a hypocrite, okay? Because you say you're not drama, you're the drama queen of the lounge. Number one. Why? Because on Mother's Day, I didn't do nothing on your channel. It was funny. Why it was funny is because you try to do something on your channel and it was buffering. And I said, look at this idiot. He's going to cancel his own live stream. That's all. It was a joke. Right after that, he kicked me out and he started the drama for no reason. That was a freaking joke only. And it was true. People in the lounge could have noticed that he was doing something, and we almost all of us lost connection. And I said, look at this idiot. He's gonna cancel his own live stream. So it was a joke, but he continued and he made it such a freaking a drama queen he is that even on the lounge, when Zach really knocked him out, smacked him around, okay? Because you guys got to watch the lounge, the last part, it was late towards the lounge when Zach really smacked him down and he didn't have nothing to say. So what I want to say is even in the lounge, nobody is going to say anything to Roy that he was on your live today. But when I went on, even Cherry bounced me this morning saying, I told you not to go on Reese's channel. Who the hell these people are? And Roy, he's the drama queen, so they won't say nothing to him, okay? That he
Let
was
me
on
ask
the lounge
Danny. Let me
today.
ask you this. Let me ask you this because see now, Danny, I'm going to throw you a question now. You said they won't say anything to Roy. What do you think the difference is between you and Roy on why they don't respect you the same way?
Because I say it like Dino, I say it like it is. When I see phony people like Roy, a drama queen that interrupts everybody, but when you try to interrupt the fucking drama queen, that's it. He makes a big thing, and you got so many people that follow him that they are going to be like little sheep, like in America. A lot of sheep, they're gonna follow him. Okay, Bobby was the same thing in the lounge. He even mentioned, oh yeah, I saw when he was disrespectful, and I wasn't motherfucking disrespectful at all I said as a joke, look, he's going to cancel his own stream, that idiot. That's all I said. And everybody took it out of proportion because Roy will be Roy. But anyway, for the record, I love Roy. I love the drama as well. And Reese, keep it up because you had everybody, even Omar, saying, "Oh, he shouldn't do that. His views are going down." Fuck them all. Continue what you're doing. You're doing a great job, my brother.
But Danny,
And they
my views are
all
not going down.
exactly,
My views are definitely not going down. So
exactly.
Let me answer him.
go ahead, Roy.
You guys want to sit here and say I'm such a fake person. Let me tell you something. That man sitting next to me right now, that when you guys say that I wasn't part of the motorcycle community and I'm talking a bunch of shit, that man right there is probably the only one on YouTube that has my Facebook and has been able to go through my Facebook and see the lifestyle I used to live. So you guys come on here and you say I'm this fake, I'm lying, I'm this and that. But yet that man right there next to me has seen everything on my Facebook that proves the lifestyle I used to live. But yet you all want to come on here and say I'm fake. That's the shit that makes me laugh. You come on here, you try to share your life experiences with people, and they want to sit there and call you a liar and fake. When have I ever been a liar or fake to anybody? I've yelled at you. I've had our issues with you. I've had issues with everybody,
You
and I'm
sitting up here
still
now, Roy.
and
You
I'm
sitting
still
up
able
here
to sit
now.
here and talk. So who is this? Everybody thinks I'm fake and I'm a liar, and they're gonna tell me what I've done in my life that I'm lying about it. Come on. Like I said,
Here's how Roy would be fake.
yeah,
Roy's
like I
not
said,
fake because he clicked the link.
yeah, and
He
not to
clicked the
mention,
link.
And if you guys are thinking I'm so fake, but let me put it this way: 2 weeks
Bobby,
ago,
yes, you hold up, Roy. Bobby, me and you have a truce and a pact. That means you are allowed up, Bobby. You are
and,
allowed
and
up.
and
Click the link, man.
if these people are think I'm so fake, 2 weeks ago I said I was tearing up a chick and I fucking flipped out and I fucking busted up my cock and my cock turned purple. You think I'm lying about that? Because I can whip out my purple dick right here on this live stream. If you think I'm fucking lying, come on. I'm not gonna make some stupid shit up. I got better things to do. Do I have to whip out my purple dick right now to show you that I'm
Purple,
not
Roy?
lying about it?
Purple?
Dude, it bruised up like a motherfucker, bro. You know when you've slipped out and you slammed the butt cheek with your dick and damn near broke the motherfucker? Yeah, bro. So these motherfuckers that sit there and say I'm making that shit up, I'll be more than happy to whip it out. I don't want to fuck up his channel, but I'll whip it out. I'll send you a picture of the purple dick if that's what you want to see. If you think I'm lying, that's what I'm saying. These people say some of the dumbest shit. Like I'm coming up here. I've shared my whole life with people. You think I'm gonna? I've done how many live streams? If you go back in my feed, I did while I was homeless. So to sit there and think that I'm full of shit and I'm lying, that's the shit that makes me laugh. You know, maybe I've lived a more exciting life than a lot of these motherfuckers, and they just can't handle that, and they think they find it hard to believe that a person can do things in their life because all they're doing is being stuck in their fucking car 15 hours a day. That's not Roy. Roy has lived a pretty exciting and fucked up life at times. So to sit there and think I'm just a liar, or you can tell that this guy's a fake and a liar, you can't tell shit, motherfucker. You can't tell shit.
Well,
And
hey, the
And why were
Uber
and I got a question for you. Why were you what was this bullshit about people having to pay to be on the lounge? What was that bullshit about?
oh, no, definitely not bullshit. If you go to Mr. Flex's community post, okay, like who is Noah, go back right now. It should be about 6.5 months ago. You go back and look, and it has it up there. Thank you. Went out his name. You can see it. $170. 10 spots on the lounge. It's
Mhm.
there. It's there.
Okay.
I never made that up. I'm
Okay.
not gonna make that up.
Okay. Now, instead of sounding like the National Enquirer, can I explain that situation to you? Because if you were a real good journalist, you would have looked into it and you could have asked me. I could have told you. But let me. Can I set the record straight on that for you?
Well,
The reason.
I would like to hear it from Flex or Noah.
Okay, well, I'm going to say it anyway. It's just because the deal is that Flex personally takes out the $280 out of his own pocket to have this lounge for everybody to go on and have fun and do the thing. Flex takes that out of his own pocket to do that, so everybody can come on and do what he wants to do. Noah, as you call him, or Light, he gave him the $170 to help offset the cost that it's costing Flex because Flex allows everybody to go up there. So Light was giving him some money to help cover the expense for allowing everybody to come up there and do it. That's all
And
it
he
was.
can Ricky
He didn't
Knight.
have to. He
Well,
didn't have to.
Ricky just did a super chat, so let me go ahead and just say I didn't mean to cut you off, Roy, but he did a super chat. When those come on in, I want to go ahead and shout those out. Good looking, Ricky Knight. Ricky likes both of us. You know what I mean? Good looking on that, Ricky Knight. Two of your favorite guys are up here talking, so good looking on that. And Danny sent in a sticker for 149. So thank you so much, Danny, for the sticker also. I appreciate that from both of you guys. Yeah. Go ahead,
But
Roy. I
that's
didn't
what.
mean to cut you off there.
But that's all it was. He was just helping to give some money back to Flex because Flex takes his money out of his own pocket, so we can all go up there and have a good time and talk. It has nothing to do with paying. Bro, I haven't super chatted anybody since I've been on YouTube. I feel my presence alone is enough. That's how.
But he did pay $170, and he
Yeah.
appears whenever he wants. He talks whenever
Yeah.
he wants. He's got his rent and everything else. So that 170 went in there for exactly what it went in there for. How someone tries to break it down on how it's not the same, that's
Okay.
not my problem right
Okay.
there.
Okay.
Putting it up there and saying all the and them saying all this stuff, well, you know, if it's
Well,
there, it's there.
Well, if you honestly believe that, how much do you think I paid to be on the lounge?
Roy, you didn't pay
If you
them
honestly
nothing.
believe that, how much have I paid to be on the lounge?
Roy, they are afraid of you. Roy, they are afraid of you. Roy,
Nobody's a
Roy,
nobody's fucking afraid of me.
Roy. If you, Roy, put it like this: if it was a prank and you have them behind a curtain and they're talking shit about you, right? And they think that Roy is in Vegas and we do the prank anywhere and they are there. We open that curtain and Roy is standing right there. Guess how their face is gonna look, Roy? Like,
But this is the deal, bro. And I know you. I don't know if I upset you or not. At the end of the day, I told you when I see bullshit, bro, I'm gonna call you out on it. Nobody's above that. And so,
you say that all the time.
and I've told you multiple times, bro. I don't want to see your channel continue to go down the same route with this fighting and bickering and doing this type of shit. I've told you that I don't know how many fucking times, bro. Not only on YouTube but on the phone. And I keep seeing it, bro. And I
You ain't
told
keep
you
seeing nothing, Roy. This Torp thing, the Torp interview triggered it.
that was the end of the straw, bro. Because that his whole mo since he's been on YouTube is to act like that towards people, call people out, and act like a fucking fool when he has no idea what the fuck he's talking about. So that was the final straw at that point because it's like I'm supporting a man that I think is trying to do the right and good things for the community, turn around and do something totally ass backwards from what his mission statement is which is to have this fucking clown on his show that obviously doesn't know anything. It doesn't contribute to the gig world other than run his mouth. And dude, that was my final straw, bro. I don't care if he talks about me. He does it all the time. So that wasn't the whole issue. The whole issue was I support you, and I'm one of the few and very rare people that will support you for everything you've done. And I give you your props on what you do. But when I saw that, bro, that was the final straw. Because that is a man that has, I don't give a fuck. He has no contribute. He does not contribute to the gig community other than run his fucking pie hole. And that had it for me, bro. And like I said, I can come up here and talk with you right now because we're boys and I'm a grown ass man and we can deal with shit. Okay.
Well, let me ask you this, Roy, because Danny, you told me keep doing my thing, and you just told Roy you love him. But this comment right here, I'm kind of confused. I'm confused on this comment. Hot facts, keep doing what you're doing. F Roy. I'm lost because I just heard you leave while saying I love you. And then I see this. I am lost. I'm lost. I'm lost. Can somebody?
Let's just put it. I'm going to chime in here if y'all don't mind. I haven't unfortunately been able to watch this whole thing from the beginning because I've been doing work and other stuff, and just had to haul a bunch of materials to the back so I could replace a wall. And it's like 100 degrees out here right now, so I'm a little hot. I'm a little tired, and I ain't got a short fuse, I guess you could say, right now. So things are going to set me off that probably shouldn't, and what probably wouldn't normally. So just bear that in mind if I end up snapping right quick on somebody for some reason. Roy, I like your stuff. I watch your videos when I get a chance. Never been had an opportunity to participate in any of your live streams, but I respect you as a man. Yeah, I respect what you do. Same with Reese. Do both of you do everything I like all the time? No. We may be similar minded, but we're not the same minded. Yeah. As somebody who, I'm going to tout my own freaking stats here if y'all don't mind. I've got over 5,200 deliveries on DoorDash, over 1,000 deliveries on Uber, and about 400 or so on Spark. I know what I'm doing. Took me a minute to figure out what I'm doing, but I know what I'm doing now. That's the point. And all of you guys, including Pedro, helped me get to this point. Now, the continual bashing that everybody does against everybody, whether it's against Reese, against Roy, against the lounge, against Pedro, Hannibal, as far as I'm concerned, all of that shit needs to stop, period. I've told everybody that on stream and off. I'm tired of hearing about it, to be honest. And it's like, I'll go on everybody's stream I can and tell them the same damn shit. Because I'm fucking sick of it.
And
This is
TFT,
not
what
what
they
we're
don't
here for.
know is in our group text TFT, we had a difference over something happened. I forgot. It was maybe like 3 weeks ago or something. It was something about that video at the Popeyes or whatever it was. We had a disagreement about that. And guess what? TFT told me himself. Ain't that right, TFT? We're like, nope.
Well,
Yeah, but see what I'm saying is you're not afraid to tell me how you feel because you a man.
yeah, neither is Roy. Roy will tell you how he's feeling. He's done it right now. He's done it
Yep.
before. As have I. Yeah, it's like I didn't get a chance to jump in during the live stream you had at the end where you had Ghost up there and bringing in other people at the interview. As well, I was working, or well, actually, I think I was asleep. One of the two, I don't remember now. But yeah, that's one of the drawbacks of you guys having your late night streams like that, your evening streams. Is I'm either working or dead asleep because I got to take my wife to work.
Right.
But so I get to try and catch up and watch after the fact, and I see all the comments about people bitching and raving about, oh, you shouldn't have said that. You shouldn't have let him say this. It's like, well, in an interview process in my head, a question is asked, an answer is given. It doesn't have to actually be a short, sweet, to the point answer. 9 times out of 10, it never is. If they were all short, simple, sweet answers, people are going to answer questions the way they feel they need to. So if that means they got to bring out somebody and call out and use Roy as an example for something, or they want to talk bad about somebody, yeah, the interviewer should, hey, chill out on that, huh? But they're still going to do that probably after the guy already gets his question out. And says what he has to say. Now, I'm not bashing Roy. I like Roy. I don't know him personally, but I like what I've seen and what few times I've got to talk to him. I like Reese. He's similar minded to me and how we do things in this gig world. From what I've seen of Roy, Roy is too. That's why we watch each other, why we support each other the best we can. Now, I'm no content creator. Never claimed to be. Would I like to be? Sure. But I got to get a better stable internet connection here at the house before I can. The cell phone alone is not going to cut it. And still be able to do everything I need to do.
But this is going to be my thing. I'm going to try to broker it like I did with Bobby, and try to see if we can get everybody kind of on the same page. If you want to talk shit about each other, fine. Talk shit about each other. It's going to happen. Nobody is going to be 100% agree with everything, and we are all going to be talk shit. But to make videos every other day about people, like, I can talk shit about you right now, Reese, and guess what? I'll forget about it an hour from now and not even give a fuck. Say, and that's what needs to happen. Everybody is holding on to these little grudges because we didn't get along in the past. So I'm going to hold on to it, and I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and to try to hurt the other person as much as I can because I got this grudge. Motherfuckers need to learn to let your grudges go, and that's why I'm
Yeah.
distancing, and that's why I'm trying to distance myself from it. And as much as I am your boy, Reese, I said I was going to distance myself. I've told you that. I've done it with other content creators because I just get tired of it. I just get tired of it. I deal with enough people bashing me on a regular basis that I don't want to see other people continue to keep bashing each other. Because I deal with it every day. There's a video or something with my fucking name in it for some fucking dumbass reason I don't know. Like, Danny just coming up doing what he does. So it is what it is. Like I said, you can't be honest. You try to be honest and truthful with people, and they still look at you as you're lying or you're this and that. I can't change people's mind. We can't. I can't take you back in the past and showed you that I lived a motorcycle lifestyle for 15 years. I can't take you in the past. Like I said, Reese has my photos in my Facebook. He sees everything. He knows everything. So they can say I'm lying all they want. That's fine. Doesn't hurt I know what I've lived and I know what I've been through. So they're gonna say what they want to say. But I'm distancing myself from other people that are doing it because, man, I'm 50 years old. There's so much more in life than to worry about some fuckface shit on YouTube, whining and crying about dumb shit. When we all pretty much at the end of the day, We all do the same thing. I do it with Domino's and DoorDash, not for the last 5 months, but you guys all do the same fucking thing. Hit accept and decline, accept and decline. We're all doing the same fucking thing, but yet because one person is butthurt because this guy said that and they can't let it go, it starts a whole war. And
So did Tor because you said, because I know for a fact you and Bobby and a whole bunch of others said, Bobby said, I agree. He ain't been coming at us like that and doing all that.
Yeah.
But the minute the Torp interview came, it triggered something. So was it just that it was Torp? Was it just that I interviewed him? Was it just because it was him?
It wasn't. It wasn't the fact that it was Torp. The fact is, Robert, is you haven't been coming at people, and what it looked like is when you had him on your channel and he just starts bashing everybody. It's like, to me, in my eyes, it looked like you were using him to do what you've been wanting to do, which was bash other people. I'm not saying that was the intention. I'm not saying that's the intention, but that's what I got from it. That yeah, Reese has been calm. Reese hasn't been going after people. So he had this guy on because he knows this guy he does it on a daily, bashing everybody. So in my eyes, it looked like you did it on purpose to have him on there to do the bashing that you haven't been doing. That's what it looked like in my eyes, and that's the way
That's
I called
definitely
it.
that. And let me go, people. If anyone out there thought that, because I know you all know my rule. If there's one, there's 10. If there's 10, there's 100. If there's 100, there's 1,000. If whoever else out there really feels that was what I was doing right there, just throw that out the window there and just understand that when I conduct interviews, it is a completely different Reese. You can tell by my vocabulary and everything else that comes out when I'm doing these things. It's a completely different thing. So please take that out. That's not what it was. There was no setup there. I was not trying to use him as a pawn to go and talk about people and get it done like that. It's just coincidentally, people, he was involved with all these people, and I just happened to be the person to interview him. There was nothing else in it, and I only had 3 questions. That I had to ask him, and one was about Roy, one was about the shopping pay orders, and the other one was I wanted to ask him about his trolls coming in to take down the gig world. Every other question there, I was role playing, ping ponging, going off of him. That was all freestyle and wordplay, going to ask the questions off of that. That was not, people don't think that. Don't think that. Now Brandon Diaz said he wants me to do an interview with Bud Soda. Now that's what I'm saying. I did the interview with Torp, and now someone knows that Bud Soda don't like me and things like that. He wants me to do an interview with Bud Soda. I would love to do one with Bud Soda and ask these questions that people want to know. I would also like to ask Bud Soda a quick question that when he first started his 100 grand mission and everything else like that, I backed him up from the front, put on videos when everybody else said he can't do it, stop trying to do all that. I was the one that was backing him, and he told me take the video down because I'm trying to create drama. I was the one backing him. I would like to ask him, how did that make him upset? There's questions I want to ask the dude. You know what I mean?
But this is my thing, Reese. When you go into these interviews and we go into talking to these other people, you got to remember you burned some bridges, bro. You burned some, whether it was done on purpose or whether it was done on accident just because you were trying to do the gig news, whatever case, you burned some bridges, bro. And
I didn't burn bridges. People's feelings got upset. First of all, when they found out that I am not with the no tip, no trip, that was a thing. You ain't part of our gang. That was the thing. Once they really found out he's not with this stuff, we hear him talk about business and rideshare, rodeo, and Hannibal and all of them. They asked me. Hannibal's quick question was, you use the word relations and relationships a whole lot when you're talking about the gig work. And that's because that's a real question right there. They asked me all of that stuff. I went ahead and did that. I didn't burn no bridge. Once they figured out he's not with this no tip, no trip, he's not with all this stuff, that is what you would say burn the bridge. Secondly was when they saw that he's going to defend himself and not sit back quiet like all the rest of punks are that are out there. sit and just let them run all over them. And once they found that out, that was another strike. That I didn't burn bridges. They just didn't. They just don't understand that I'm not like the rest of you guys, and I'm doing my own thing. If I was like the rest of you guys, my channel would not be where it is now. It would be sitting in the abyss, but it's not.
Okay, but this is the thing, Brees. We can agree to disagree on certain things. You're not with the no tip, no trip thing. That's cool. But did you have to make 13 fucking videos about it? Think about it.
Yes.
You can see that's
how many no tip, no trip videos are out there? How many of those are out there, right?
What the fuck? If I disagree right now and I say your goatee looks fucking ugly as fuck, bro, I'm not gonna go and make 25 videos because I said your fucking goatee looks ugly. Am I? No. And if I don't agree with something that he says,
Roy,
I
how
don't
many
make
no tip, no
25
trip videos are
about it.
out there?
I
For
don't
me
make
doing
25
my
videos,
videos, Roy. But how many content creators out there made videos about no tip, no trip, calling everybody else clowns and customers and everything else? My videos don't compare to all the numbers of the videos that are out there.
You've never been called a name in your life, bro?
I've been called many names. I've been called many names that people can't say.
So why are you letting these people get to you so much, bro? Like, why are you letting these people get to you, bro? Look at all the bullshit people talk about me, bro. I laugh it off. Look at Danny. I'm a liar.
They didn't get to me, Roy. They did not get to me. I'm the voice for the people that don't get a chance to say nothing back. They didn't get to me.
If people didn't get to you, bro, you wouldn't have multiple videos about the same shit over and over again.
Oh no, my goal is to have 3,000 videos done by the end of this year. So I'm throwing videos up.
What's up, Bobby?
Bobby's in the house. You got everything fixed there. How's it going, Bobby?
Oh, what's up, y'all? Roy, I don't know why I can't even see you on my screen. So
well, and Bobby, look, don't think you cannot click the link. And here's where a lot of people got to understand. When we made this treaty and this truce, and then I stopped doing videos and stuff about certain things, people, you got to understand that was showing you guys that my word is my word. So since we did that, Bobby can click my link and get up here and ain't nothing gonna happen. So I don't want you guys to be saying, well, Bobby, why'd you get up there? Well, Roy said, I'm gonna try to broker the things how he brokered with me and Bobby. And as you see, Bobby is up here also, and Roy is up here also. So people just understand that part right there. Okay? Get that out your head. Go ahead, Bobby. I know you got something to say.
Well, I got a couple things. First of all, before anybody gets any kind of misconception of why I'm here, I'm not up here to bust anybody's shit. I'm not up here to fight with anybody. I just want to make a couple of quick points because I've been kind of in the back listening. The first thing is I would love to see, if nothing else, all of this shit stop. I feel like I'm repeating what everybody has already said. But, you know, I'm going to make one quick point because you said something the other day where you said, I'm going to use what you said about Flex as an example, where you said about his social blade, about how, oh, he's not moving forward and he's stagnant or whatever. Well, I kind of feel like the same thing can apply here, where if we keep on fighting back and forth, we're all just going to remain stagnant. Now, when I say that, I don't mean views and subs because I think I've proven over the last couple of months that I barely do anything with my channel. So obviously I don't care enough to make it grow. I'm not really doing anything. I just go live whenever I feel like it, and occasionally post a short here and there. So of course I'm not going to grow. It is what it is. It's no big deal. You know, so I'm hoping that we can just stop all this shit because I feel like it's not getting any of us anywhere. As far as the couple things I wanted to bring up, first of all, Danny, I know you say you love me, but you might not love me after this. Danny, we already addressed this earlier this morning on Sherry's Live, that the reason that I timed you out on Roy's channel was because I didn't know it was you. I thought it was a troll, and I already apologized for that. Second, Danny, you said something a minute ago that kind of made me feel some type of way.
Bobby, you still there?
Am I here? Am I good?
Yeah. I got you. Yep, I hear you.
Can you? Okay.
I see you and hear you.
I don't
I
know
see
what the
you and hear you.
You see what?
I see you and I can hear you. It paused you out for a little bit, but I can hear
Yeah,
you now.
I'm going through a dead zone. So, what I was trying to say is as far as the thing what Danny was saying, I'm not up here to kiss ass before anybody like tries to say some shit, because I've learned a lot about myself over the last year. And when I came into YouTube, I tried to be really nice to everybody, and now I'm kind of just like, honestly, I just don't give a fuck. So I'm not trying to kiss anybody's ass. But one thing that will stand true to this day, and I've said it on many lives, is that there are 4 individuals that have supported me from the beginning, and helped me, encouraged me to make a channel, and have had my back from the beginning, and that is Light, Roy, Willie, and Flex. So calling Roy fake or whatever, I don't know where that's coming from, but Roy supports everything I do. Yeah, we might not always agree on every little thing, but he's at every live I go to. He always has been there from the beginning. So as far as that fake shit, Danny, I don't know what you're talking about, bro. But Roy is like one of the most realest motherfuckers I've ever met. As far as the statements with us having to pay to be on the lounge, like that's absurd, dude. And I know I'm not gonna go back and forth with you, but I don't know what we're referring to with the light thing. Apparently, I wasn't even on YouTube when that happened. But do we give each other super chats? Of course, we all do that. But do I have to pay some shit every month or every year? No, man. It's not even close. Not at all. I would love nothing more than for everybody to just be able to stop this shit. Because and I'm guilty of it too. I've done stupid shit. We've all done stupid shit. We've all said stupid shit. But at this point, I'm at a point now where I'm gonna say what I want to whoever I want, and if people don't like it, then unsubscribe. That's my newest thing. So that's about all I really gotta say.
Now, Danny, you just put this comment up. I love drama. So what Bobby was talking about right here, he was pretty much saying, he wanted to stop, but you talking about you love drama. And it was it threw me off because it's like you said, I love you, Roy, and then wrote in the chat, went at his head. So, I'm like, what's going on? And Bobby gets up here and you just like saying, I love the drama. Now, what I would like to ask you, Danny, is this. And if you see the link there, click the link so you can answer this. If you got someone like Bobby saying, I wish it can stop and do these other things, and you hear him saying it, and you appear on the same channel all the time, how does it feel, Danny, knowing that they wanted to stop, but you are saying, no, I love it?
And I'll comment on that. Sorry, I'm doing my laundry. It's just so everybody knows. Yeah, I do my own laundry. I'm not fake about that. I'll comment on that. Drama's fine. We can have drama. We can play around with the drama. It's the people that don't know how to separate goofing off from taking shit serious. So we're always gonna have drama because we all can't 100% fucking agree on shit. But come on, it's at what point do you allow the drama to just take over your fucking life and just say, okay, they said I'm fake, goofy, whatever. See ya. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
It is what it is, man. If do you love drama, then yeah, have some drama. Drama's good. It's fun to goof off and argue and fight sometimes about dumb shit. But it's the fact that people can't let it go afterwards. That's the problem.
Okay. Hold on. I got one more. Danny is right
And that's
here.
what Danny's doing. He's screwing around. He's maybe trying to do a little instigating of drama, but he's just screwing around.
Exactly. You're absolutely right, because everybody loves a little drama, and whoever is saying for you to change, well, that's being hypocritical. Come on. Everybody loves the drama.
I don't like causing drama. All right.
Oh, well,
I don't like drama.
But
I don't like being a root of drama, and I don't like drama.
But you like
No,
to be
I'm not jumping in the middle. I got some comments I want to say, so I make my comments and I go about my merry way.
Yeah, me too.
Doors open, Mary. Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Same thing. Same thing.
Yeah,
I
first and
love
foremost,
Bobby.
like
I love
I always
Roy.
end.
I love everybody, and I go on everybody's channel. And whoever don't like it, fuck it. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I don't care what people say about me. I know there's people out there call me names. I don't care. Call me
Me
names all you
too.
want. Well, it's like all the hate Bobby was getting for a while there. It's like I found that disgusting personally because I'm a big guy myself. Well, I used to be a lot bigger than
That
I
I
am
didn't
now.
like. Exactly. I didn't like that either.
Well,
Because Bobby's
it's
fat.
like I
He's fat
find.
as hell.
Well, don't get me wrong. Yeah, he may be a big
Hey
guy,
man, see Danny, see
but
Danny. Come on now, see,
no one
see,
cares
come
about
on now,
that.
Danny.
That shouldn't be in somebody's forefront about a person.
Exactly. That's what I
What you
meant.
look like doesn't matter. It's your heart, your mind.
Exactly. That's what I
Well,
meant, guys. That's
And
what
if
I meant.
and if you ask a shark, is what it tastes like. So I'm gonna leave it there.
yeah.
That was a married joke. That was a married joke for all you single men who don't know. So, I'm gonna leave that one. I'm gonna leave that one there. I'm gonna leave that one there.
Yes,
I gotta
Bobby
help
knows
my
I love
la-
him.
I gotta help my
Bobby
second
knows I
ma
love
here
him.
with some carrying stuff in. So I'm gonna bounce out. You guys stay true to yourselves, be respectful, all that good stuff. Yeah,
Oh yes.
and
Oh
y'all
yes,
take care.
TFT. All right now. All right now. That was TFT right there. Spec- that was TFT right there. People, for those of you watching, that is my deputy. TFT has been watching me from the very beginning. He has seen everything. Like Bobby says, he's got people that supported him. TFT is one of my supporters from day one. That is my deputy right there. That's Mr. TFT, Mr. Ed. And he's actually a supporter so much, he's bought the Hot Facts gear, the hats and everything. So he wears them when he does his deliveries too. And by the way, people, my clothing and all that gear will be back up shortly. So you guys can get the shirts. Women, I got dresses, purses, sandals, I got hair accessories. Men, I got sweats, tank tops, polos, hats. I got everything else. Brandon Diaz has been watching me for a long time too. So once you
But
got to
this,
know, Brandon Diaz has been watching for a long time too.
but this is the
So
deal. If you guys really, really seriously want shit to stop, you guys have got to look at it from this point of view. If Reese goes on the lounge and whatever the case may be, Reese has got to understand that people are going to say what they're going to say about Reese, whether Reese likes it or not. Reese is going to have to learn to let it the fuck go in order for shit to change. Same goes for Flex. Same goes for anybody else in that fucking lounge. If Reese comes up there and wants to have a talk, let everybody get their burnt, hurt, butt hurt feelings out and start from fucking scratch. Everybody can let their shit rip. You did this, you did that. Okay, I did it. I know I did it. Blah blah blah. End the story. Done fucking deal. But because everybody wants to hold on to the shit, it's never gonna stop. So yeah,
well, Roy, now that you're up here,
obviously it can work. Obviously it can work. It's worked with Reese and Bobby for now, for the most part. So it's obviously can work because people just gotta learn to let the shit go, bro. I'm sorry.
yeah, but Roy, see, now that like you're up here, Bobby's up here. So I would one of these days, Bobby, since you have control there, since you have control, Bobby, one of these days, let me up there.
No, I'll have a talk with Flex. I'll try to get it done. I can
Well,
talk to Flex too.
I'm gonna say this, okay? So obviously that is Flex's channel, and the end of the day, what he wants goes, regardless of what I may or may not feel. And I'm gonna say this, okay? And this, some people might consider this ass kissing, and honestly, if you really do, honestly, I don't give a fuck. I'm just speaking my truth. There's been a lot of shit said about Flex or what he may or may not be, but he's God's honest truth. You can make fun of me all you want. The Flex that I know is one of the nicest human beings I've ever spoken to in my life. He's done a lot for me. We have spoken personally, both on and off YouTube. He has been there for me when I've had shit going on in my life. I'm not going to disclose it, but he created a platform to where people could, of all different walks of life, don't even have to be a gig worker, can go up and just talk shit. And do I agree with everything he says? Of course not. Do I agree with all the videos and the making fun of this and making fun of that? No, I don't. But in the end of the day, which I busted his shit for before, but in the end of the day, that dude will literally give you the shirt off of his back if you're good to him. So all this narrative out there that he may or may not be something else is bullshit. We're just there to have fun. He's not a bad guy. He's actually a very great guy, and I love him to death. And I will support him and have his back as long as he does not ever betray me. And that's just the reality of it. So I just wanted to say that publicly. And if people want to make fun of me, I don't really care.
Nah, you all right. Hot facts is the truth behind what you stand for. That's what hot facts is.
But
I would just like to say this, Bobby, though, for you guys say that we're just having fun. Everyone that watches, who just may just happen to click on, everyone don't think that that's funny and having fun. So some of the things that go out there,
listen,
he takes it in for himself.
Whatever Bobby just said, I second everything that Bobby just said. That's why we're on the lounge. It's for flex.
And I'm going to stick with Reese on that. Yeah, not everything everybody says is going to be liked. But if you guys want to make shit work and stop all the bickering, we got to learn to let that shit go. Like, do you think I like everybody calling me fake? No, I learned to let it go. I learned a long time ago that talk all the shit you want. I learned to let it go. And no matter what has been done in the past, what has been said in the past, videos of the past, if you guys wanted to start, you got to do like you did with Bobby, bro. And that is to start from scratch. Say, okay, motherfuckers, that's it. Past is the past. We got to move the fuck forward. No more living in the past. And until people learn to get the fuck out of the past, you can never have a future. I'm sorry, you can't. I
agree. Flex is not the only one. I like everybody on the lounge. Let me rephrase that. Even Roy, I like everybody in the lounge. I think it's a lounge. It's like a bar. We can all say what we have to say. Sometimes there's bickering, but it's a little drama. It's no big deal.
But at the end of the day, no matter what has been done in the past for like the last year and a half, we gotta learn to let it go and start from scratch. Get a new slate.
Okay, hold on. So let me put Roy where his money is. Roy, why don't you say I love you too, Danny?
Because I don't roll that way when it comes to men, number one.
There you go. But yet you would say it to Hot Facts or whatever. Okay, I appreciate you, Danny.
No, let me jump in. Hell nah. Hell nah. Roy never came soft to me.
Hold on. I appreciate you, Danny. That's what. It's different. Okay. I'm waiting.
Well, yeah, Danny. If I didn't appreciate you, Danny, I wouldn't even be having this conversation right now. And that's what people don't realize with Roy. Is if Roy really don't like you, Roy is not going to waste 2 seconds on you. So the fact that I'm even talking to you, Dan,
I know you do. I know you do.
I know you're goofing
I
off
know
with
you
me,
do.
Dan.
I just wanted you to say it there. That's
he ain't gonna say it, man. He ain't gonna say it because Roy never came soft. He don't come soft. Roy says it like this.
That's okay. I can take appreciate. I can take appreciate.
Roy says it like this. Reese, you know we're friends. That's as much as you're gonna get right there. That's as much as you're gonna get. He ain't doing that. He ain't doing that soft shit. He ain't doing that.
I got you. He said he appreciates. That's good enough for me.
Yeah, take it there. Now look, we on 2 hours now, right? So we went over my time right now. I'm about to actually pick up my wife from the gym and go get some orders in. But everyone knows that before we leave, we gotta do final thoughts. And Danny, I'm gonna start the final thoughts off with you. Your final words. Give your final words for the people out there.
I come in peace. God bless America, motherfuckers.
All right, Bobby, are you there? Are you there, Bobby?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, Bobby, go ahead and give your final words. This dude. Oh, Camry Knight. Camry Knight, I hope you like your wrench. I got you a wrench, man. I hope you like it.
I
All
don't
right,
really
go
have
ahead,
much to
Bobby.
say. All I'm gonna say is that all the back and forth, in my opinion, is fucking stupid. It's not doing any of us any good. We don't have to like each other. You know, I mean, I think it's pretty clear that me and you don't exactly care for each other, but obviously I'm up here, so.
No, Bobby, you ain't got to say that, but Bobby, because we actually, it takes a lot for two people to say, hey, we ain't on that stuff anymore. So don't say that I don't, we don't care for each other like that, man, because if that was the case, I wouldn't have actually went forward in doing that. And I have to let everyone know that, hey, don't think any of this other stuff, we went ahead and got this stuff done. And that's what it is, Bobby. So Reese does care about you, man. Remember when we first started? When we did that truth, I took myself all the way back there, just to let you know personally.
Okay. Well, I don't consider myself a special individual. I think anything that I do, anybody else is capable of doing. So my only request would be to at least think about trying to find a way to end this shit with you and Flex once and for all. That would be my hope.
All right.
Least.
All right. Real talk with Roy. It's on you.
What's on me?
Final words.
I think I've said enough during this live stream. My final words is like Bob. I'm just gonna reiterate. I'm not gonna say reiterate what Bobby just said because I don't want to be a follower. But yeah, y'all, I'll be more than happy to if Flex is willing, if everybody else is willing. As long I'm willing to do it, as long as you guys will be willing to let shit go because I don't want to go. Like I said, the thing with you and Bobby, I don't want to waste my time and then shit turn around the next 2 days. I see a fucked up video about some stupid shit. Then you really lose. Then you will really lose me at that point. Like I said, I'm nobody fucking special, but I can make your life a living hell as well on YouTube as well. Now I sound like Torp, but it's just I just want everybody to we can goof off and fuck around and still get along. That's the whole thing. I don't understand, how it is, but I don't know. I sound dumb as fuck right now. I don't even know what I'm fucking.
No, you don't, man. No, you don't. You all good. You all good, Roy.
Because trust me, Reese, we've had plenty of conversations where you're laughing, I'm laughing. So I know Reese has it in it, and he can make people laugh, and he does some crazy shit. He's not this. I'm so serious all the time. He's got some fucking shit he can talk about, dude. And that's the thing. People just gotta let shit go, man. Let the past go. Get out the new slate and start chiseling away on a new slate. Let the shit in the past go. And that goes for everybody. Everybody. Not just Reese, not just Flex, everybody. Red, everybody that has an issue with Reese. If you really want the shit to end, everybody needs to let it go. That includes Reese, Flex, Red, anybody else that has an issue. Let it the fuck go and start fresh. Start new shit. Plain simple. That's the only way this shit is gonna start is let the shit go. And as long as you're holding on to shit, it's never gonna get any better. So there you go. That's my word.
That's it there.
Let it
Just
go.
let it go, as Roy says. Yeah. Let it go, people. And Camry Knight, I want to thank you for that super chat. He just sent in a super chat, $4.99 super chat. I want to thank Ricky Knight for sending in the $19.99 super chat. I want to thank I want to thank Danny up here. He actually sent in a $149 sticker there. I appreciate all of that stuff from you guys. And Camry Knight says we need DoorDash to use DoorDash delivery van. Yeah, hey man.
And I'll take my cut later, just so you know. That's a fucking joke. Just so everybody.
And you know what? My final words, I'm gonna go ahead and throw out there, people, is that when you least expect it, strange things can happen. And as you see up here, it looked like members from the lounge participating with HotFacts. And Strange things can happen as long as people can sit down and talk about it. And keep that in your head. Don't never throw anything else out. Keep yourself open, because if you close yourself off, something bad might happen. And with that being said, people, we out of here like Chuck Woolery in 2 and 2. See y'all later.